Today's video is a little bit different today. I'm just out for a run. I'm in Slough seeing family, and there's a few things I've sort of learned. I've been thinking while I've been on this run and thought, how can I make a sort of a compelling video that is kind of aligned with this run, because that's how my brain works, right? So I'm in Slough, I'm seeing family, I'm out for a run. Slough, if you've never been here, Slough is an incredibly cultural place. That's probably like a polite way of describing Slough. It's really busy, there's lots of cars, lots of traffic, there's a lot of different cultures, Bhangra music, Afro-Caribbean reggae, all this kind of stuff playing. People watching me as I'm recording this video, like, who's this crazy dude who's kind of walking around with his camera? And so I'm out for a run, and I was kind of thinking, I remember a time when I'd never been for a run before. I remember what it was like. I remember the feeling that first day when I went out for a run, how scared I was. Not so much of doing the run, but more because I was scared of the people that were maybe going to watch me. You know, who was going to be watching me? I was quite overweight, actually. Who was going to be watching me running? Who was going to be maybe judging me, laughing at me? And here I am now, where I'm able to run several miles without stopping, where I'm able to walk on a main road and record a video and not really give a fuck who's watching me, or, you know. But I remember what it was like when I was a beginner. And sometimes I think as fitness professionals we can forget what it's like to be a beginner because we're so far away from what that was like. Remember your first day at school and what that was like? Clammy hands, hiding behind your mum or dad's legs. Do you remember your first day at work, at a new job, maybe your first job? Remember your first driving lesson? Remember your first date? I do. Mum is terrible. I kissed her like a fish. At least I got a kiss, right? But my point is this. When you're a complete beginner and you walk in your gym for the first time, it's fucking daunting. Our responsibility as fitness professionals is to remember what it's like to be a total beginner as quickly as possible and acknowledge a person's greatness for walking in through the door. You know, when they walk in and you say, have you ever been a member of a gym before? And they say no. Think about what it was like to do that for the first time, how much courage it probably took for them to walk in and acknowledge their greatness. Wow, this is your first time? That's brilliant. You know, like, it must have took some balls to come in. Acknowledge their greatness. Also, you want to let them know that there are other people at your club who know how they feel. There are other beginners, I'm sure, that have started in the past month, and there are other members who are there who were once a beginner. Acknowledge the fact that they're not the only one who is going to feel the way that they feel. Total beginners is a daunting thing when you first walk into a gym for the first time. However, your responsibility as a fitness professional is to roll out that proverbial red carpet and make them instantly feel good. And that comes not from what you say, but how you say it. You know, if you have a child and they cut their knee, how do you make them feel? If you have a friend who splits up with a long-term partner, how do you reassure them that everything is going to be okay? That's exactly the kind of empathy and energy and warmth that you've got to show people when they come through the door when they're a total beginner. If you want to know more about this, if you want to go into this in more detail, you can either buy a copy of Sell Without Salespeople, which is on offer till 10 a.m. at 49 quid, or November the 12th, I'm running a day dedicated, An Idiot's Guide to Sales, to teach you more about this stuff. For now, take care, be nice to beginners, speak to you soon.